Ever spent hours scrolling through hotel listings only to feel completely unsure on what's considered safe or solo travel friendly? Yeah, same. As an ex-solo female traveler, depending where I stay literally shapes my entire trip. So today I'm breaking down exactly how I choose the right place and things that I never overlook. Hi, my name is Jasmina and I previously traveled to multiple countries on my own, including Southeast Asia and Europe. And these are tips and tricks that I have learned throughout my travels. Before getting on with the tips, I just want to let you know that I had written some notes down on my phone so that I don't miss out on anything. So if you catch me looking at my phone occasionally, I'm just making sure I don't miss out anything. So starting with tip number 1, which comes in pretty obvious, check your reviews. When booking a place, it's very important to check the reviews, especially on the site that you're booking it from, whether it's booking.com, Agoda, or Airbnb, all of these travel websites, but not just the travel websites, it's also the other things. When you're looking into booking a place, it's very important that you do your research, meaning try looking into the reviews within the Google Maps, because many times on the Google Map reviews, there's some pretty honest and solid reviews, which gives you a bigger picture on what the location is like and some more detailed information. You also want to make sure that you're looking for specific reviews. Now, when you're booking a place to stay, even if the reviews are good, who is writing those reviews? You want to make sure that there's some females in there too, because you don't want to just book a place because there's mainly guys that are saying this is a great place, this is fantastic. No, you gotta check what the girlies are saying, if they are saying that this is a safe place, if it's clean, you know? Little things like that. It's very important to gain a perspective from the girlies. So make sure that you find some comments from the girls. Another thing to look at for reviews is the cleanliness. Is it clean? Is it dirty? Is there cockroaches all around? You don't know, so it's good to make sure you look into that. Most reviews are also going to be talking about how the staffs are treating you, how is the hospitality, and very important that the staffs are also nice. You don't want to go in there and find out that the staffs are completely rude or creepy. Make sure you do your deep research. I'm talking Google Map reviews, I'm talking website reviews, and literally anything and everything possible. Tip number 2 is location is key. Whenever I go into a new country, a new town, a city, wherever it may be, I always make sure I know what part of town is considered safe and what part of town is considered unsafe, because there's a lot of sketchy areas even in the most touristy places. Even though there's lots of tourists, it could still be labeled as an unsafe place. So that is very, very important before going into any of your trips, before even stepping foot into the country, hence why you need to make sure you know where you're staying, aka you have to make sure that it's in a safe and prime location. You of course don't want to be outside of town, but you also don't want to be somewhere completely dodgy, if you know what I'm saying. And location wise, you also have to make sure that it's accessible, that they have necessities like little convenience stores, grocery stores, transportation is easy to get there. There's these little factors that play such a huge role on making sure that you're safe and that you end up having a good time during your trip. I cannot even begin to explain to you how many times I've had a few moments where I had picked the wrong location and I had some pretty serious crazy things happen to me, but that's for another day. Before moving on to the 3rd tip, I just want to make sure that I mention this. Make sure whatever you do not stay near the train station. Hence, from my own personal experience, do not stay in places like that. It's very convenient, but some places, like I said, check the reviews. You can stay also in a bougie place, you know? But what I'm saying is avoid dodgy places at all costs and make sure you read all the reviews. Always. Tip number 3 is types of accommodations. There's so many types of accommodations depending on your budget and preferences. So there's hostels, apartments, there's houses, there's guest houses, there's all kinds of accommodations. And these are some of the things that you should look out for within hostels. So example, when I used to stay in hostels, I would never stay in the mixed dorms. I just could not get myself to do that. For me, I just find that really unsafe and very uncomfortable. So I always opt for the female dorms only. always. And something that you'd consider as a bonus would be 24/7 desk service. I find this highly important. I know some places they don't really have that, and it's not really a red flag, but it is a bonus because if something were to happen to you, whether it's day or night, you have someone to notify and have there to be present with you if something were to happen. And one more thing for the hostels, I know this option really depends on the hostel that you're booking and where you're staying and the country and all kinds of circumstances. But whenever I would stay in female hostels, I'd make sure or try to get the one where there's the bathroom and shower within that same dorm, because there are occasions that there are hostels that have the bathroom and the shower in a different building or downstairs, upstairs, just away from your dorm. So I always preferred it when the shower and bathroom would be within the dorm. But if that's not an option, just let someone know at all times where you're at, just so that in case no one hears from you, they'll know where to find you. Tip number 4 is joining solo travel groups, aka solo female travel groups. I've been a part of a bunch of them. And what you can do is you can literally post the place that you're thinking about booking, and maybe some people have already stayed in that place, so they'll give you some feedback and some things that you might want to know about the place. And a bonus, you'll most likely get some friends. I have joined several female solo travel groups within Facebook. There's probably other sites too, but the ones I came across on Facebook are really good and very reliable. I have met a ton of amazing people there, and I've met some of my greatest friends to this day from Facebook. So that is a really big plus. If you don't end up meeting each other, but they've been to the place, they'll give you some great recommendations and options, which is also a huge plus. And tip number 5 is book your stay for one night only before extending. And I know sometimes it's a bit hard, especially during holidays or busy seasons. You want to get your stay sorted for the whole trip. I get that. But many times or sometimes it is possible that you get to your place and you don't like it. You just don't feel comfortable. It could be a location thing, it could be it's not clean. There's a lot of different factors, so of course. But this is something I have always done within my travels. I have pretty much always booked a place for one night, and I do this mainly in places that I'm just not familiar with. If it's a place that I know, then of course I'll book my stay to the amount of time that I'm staying in this place. There have also been so many times that I have booked a place for a night and it kind of saved my life. So, and the last tip, which is also a bonus one, always trust your gut and instincts. Even if a place has great reviews and you get an iffy feeling, don't book it. Just don't book it. Even if it's something you can't explain, just don't book it. Don't. There have been even a few times for me where it happened that there had been places that I thought was actually pretty perfect on paper, but then something about it just seemed a bit off. So it's very important to trust your gut. And this concludes all the tips that I have for you for this video. I hope you genuinely found these helpful, and let me know if you have already started your solo travel journey. I'd love to hear your story within the comments. And if you did like this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as it really helps me out. I'm trying to get a girly audience here, so I'd love to make some friends and build connections with people. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Bye!